Good morning. I want to tell you about a significant moment for me this week. I went with my daughter to Winter Park High School to pick up her cap and gown. In fact, here is a picture of her in her cap and gown. It was very fun and it was a special moment, and I wanted to be there with her because special moments are important in our life. If you have a senior, you realize they have missed out on a lot of special moments. They missed out on prom, they missed out on final senior skip days. For my daughter, she was part of the chorus department. She missed out on a big production that they do each year. Other seniors missed out on a lot of other very special moments. And we're just very aware of that, the importance of moments, the importance of remembering those moments in time. Scripture actually talks about time and how we should view it. And I'd like to read a scripture for you out of the book of Ephesians 5:15 and 16. Look carefully then how you walk, not as unwise, but as wise, making best use of the time because the days are evil. Now, when you hear that scripture, you may misread it and almost think that it's encouraging us not to waste time, that we should always use our time well. And that just tends to make us feel bad because all of us waste time periodically. We maybe binge watch a show, or we read books that don't have a lot of value to them. Everybody wastes time, but that's not what the scripture is talking about. What that scripture is actually talking about is that you cannot measure all the time the same, that not all seconds and all minutes and all hours are created equal. Some moments in time are more significant than others. The Greeks had two words for time. One was chronos, which was that sequential time, minutes and seconds and hours. But then there was another interpretation of time, and that was kairos time, which was transformative moments, significant moments where time almost felt like it stood still. Moments in life that you never forget, like the birth of a child, or maybe a proposal. Whatever, there's lots of different things that become a kairos moment, but something that sort of changes your life. As we sit in quarantine, I've heard a lot of people talk about losing time. I have worried that I've lost time with my parents because they normally would have come and spent time with me this winter, but they weren't able to come because of the virus. And so I've lost time I would have spent with them. But I don't think that's what Scripture is actually saying to us. And we don't actually lose time as much as we're supposed to appreciate time. That we need to look at time as these moments that periodically happen. And when they do, we are really called to thank God, to have gratitude for those moments, to be grateful for moments when time stands still, when we realize it's a moment we will never forget. For me, in quarantine, I have had more dinners with my two daughters, 18 and 20, than Gary and I have had in years. Those for me are kairos moments. They are significant moments that we never thought we'd have back again. There have been conversations, Zoom calls, moments with friends that I will hold in my heart forever. Those have been significant kairos moments. I'm not saying we should feel bad for our frustrations with the time of quarantine, but rather when we have a significant moment, when there are those good moments in the midst of this coronavirus, be grateful to God for them. He has this way of surprising us and just showing up. And if we have eyes to see the good that is in this, that'll help carry us through this time of sitting in quarantine. Today, as you go into your Thursday, know that God is offering us all kinds of kairos moments. We just need to have the eyes to see them. And then when we do, we need to embrace them and thank Him that once again His grace showed up when we least expect it. So have a good Thursday and know that God is with us even in quarantine, and that God will show up when we least expect it.